Do I want to know what you two are talking about?
Is it not obvious? We are debating who might be behind the recent disturbance in the peace.
The slithery people, right?
Correct. Absurdly phrased, but correct. We may have ousted Lord Arundel and the others from power in Enbar, but we knew it was not the end of their vile schemes. Which is why we have been preparing for the day they bared their fangs once more.
Granted, we lack solid proof they are behind this. But it is the most likely explanation considering the scale of the revolts, as well as where and when they all occurred.
I'll keep that in mind on the battlefield. Oh, and for the record, I like this part where you all trust me enough to tell me what's going on.
A strategy I strongly oppose. But Her Majesty insisted we keep you in the loop.
Must you always antagonize Hubert?
I merely state fact. Though I will admit you saved the Emperor's life once. Still, I would not be shocked in the slightest if you suddenly changed your colors and tried to kill her. Yet sharing such knowledge with you achieves a dual purpose. It helps prevent those who slither in the dark from using you, and it gives ample justification to dispose of you, should you betray us.
You still don't trust me after all this time. What exactly is it gonna take?
You may not have Hubert's trust, but you have mine. I'll be counting on you as always in the battles to come. If those who slither in the dark appear, we must strike them down.
Constance, is that you? I don't think I've ever seen you train during the day.
Good day to you, though I fear my presence is as a storm cloud in an otherwise clear sky. My sincerest apologies for subjecting you to this wretched sight. I shall vacate the premises at once to spare you any further distress.
No, wait, don't go. Since you're here, why don't we train together? You're here because you're trying to achieve your dream, right?
Though it pains me to deny such kind words, of which I am truly unworthy. I am afraid my dream will likely never come to pass. This pathetic excuse for athleticism you see before you is nothing but a futile attempt to strengthen my frail body and stave off death. How could I possibly ask an exemplary warrior such as yourself to squander your time with one such as I?
Training so you don't die is as good a reason as any. I'd say that's why I'm doing it too. See? Our goals are the same, so there's no reason not to work together.
Well, since you have given it much more consideration than I deserve.
What a workout! I'm beat.
To think my other side would be able to keep up with such rigorous training.
You okay, Constance?
Never better! In fact, I am just getting started. Are you leaving so soon?
You're still raring to go? You're weirdly energetic all of a sudden.
I surprise even myself sometimes. Making my dreams a reality takes effort, you know. I cannot allow something so trifling as exhaustion to stand in my way. Who knows how long things would take if I did? Therefore, I shall spare no opportunity to train today. And tomorrow, all of Fodlan will behold my military prowess.
That's all well and good. But then why didn't you want to train before?
I told you there were extenuating circumstances. Had I known you would respond in such a manner, I would have asked for your assistance much earlier. Oh, I just had a brilliant idea!
I've got a bad feeling about this.
We can train together and conduct magical experiments at the same time! You see, I've invented this particular spell that imbues the palms with a suction power that makes dropping one's weapon a hindrance of the past.
Sure, why not? I'll try anything once. Go for it.
Splendid! Let us begin, shall we?
One side has an overabundance of confidence, while the other is clearly lacking it. Maybe the two balance each other out.
What are you blathering on about? Let us be on with it!
Hey, Happy. You got a minute?
I have several. Need something?
So, I heard a little about your past, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind telling me more about it.
I see. So now you know, huh? Not the most pleasant story. What did you want to know?
I was thinking about how you asked all those questions about my mom. And I realized you were probably worried I went through the same thing as you.
Yeah, that about sums it up. You do have those mysterious powers after all. When I was little, some strange lady kidnapped me. I became a test subject for her twisted experiments. That's how I ended up with my condition, or whatever you want to call it. Not that it's life-threatening.
Safe to say my mom never did anything like that. I'm pretty sure I'd remember it if she did. She didn't really talk much, but I don't think she had a deceitful bone in her body. Her life was kinda just what you'd expect out in a village like that. She did keep to herself, though. Thinking about it more, it's possible she was on the run from someone.
That does sound a little worrying. But in any event, I'm glad you didn't go through what I did. And unlike me, it seems you've got a pretty good handle on your powers.
Yeah, I think I've gotten the hang of them for the most part. But that still doesn't make them safe. One day that sword might overtake me, and I'll turn into a monster. Like something out of a fairy tale.
If that ever happens, I'll just sigh, and you'll come running. Then me and all your old friends would put you out of your misery. Now that's a real fairy tale ending.
Well, that won't give me nightmares at all. But if it ever came to it, I think that's how I'd like to go. Mercenaries need to use every weapon and tactic at their disposal. Maybe flinging these powers around isn't such a good idea. But right now, I need to do whatever I can to stay alive. Now honestly, I should probably take a page out of your book and only use them as a last resort. I think that's what makes you pretty incredible, Happy. You've got this power right there, but choose not to use it.
I think that means I just gave up. You're way more amazing because you're still trying. No doubt about it.
Okay, sure, we can say I'm more amazing. As long as you recognize you're right there with me.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Anyway, was that all? 'Cause I feel like I need to move.
Yeah, thanks for talking with me. You going to train?
Yep. Figure it couldn't hurt to put in a little effort. You should come too if you're free. I hope to see you there.
Come to think of it. Experiments, huh? What did that dream even mean?
Today's battle wasn't half bad. And minus that close call, I guess. I tell you, when I charged ahead and saw all those archers waiting for me, a single thought flashed through my mind. Not how I'd like to go, but that's life, I guess. Phew, I was sure I was done for.
What are you talking about? It was so windy, there was no way they could have gotten a clean shot at you. You completely wiped them out. Are you telling me you didn't plan it that way?
I mean, I knew a breeze was blowing, but still.
You're right. You would have been Balthus-sized target practice if the wind died down. But you bet your life that it wouldn't, right? That's something only you could pull off. I never would have taken those odds.
It was all lady luck, pal. Pure and simple. Where's this coming from, anyway? I thought you hated all that gambling on life and death stuff.
I did, but you're living proof that it can have a place on the battlefield. You roll the dice and get the job done. Can't argue with success. I have to accept that your way actually works. All I can do is hope you win your bets every time.
Thanks for saying that, but what happened today wasn't calculated at all. Things were going great, then I got carried away and made a stupid mistake. It just so happened that the wind was blowing the right way. Otherwise, I'd be dead.
Quit pulling my leg. There's no way that was a coincidence.
It was a complete fluke, honest. That's why I was gonna tell you I've learned my lesson. That I'm done gambling with my life.
Really? That's the best idea you've ever had.
But since you admitted my way has merit, I think I'll keep rolling the dice. I gotta do what works for me, you know? Can't let one close call make me lose my nerve.
Wait, what? Isn't that what almost got you killed today? I take it back. You are definitely gonna die. Please stop.
Nope. Too late. A warrior doesn't go back on their word after all. We might have had some misunderstandings along the way, but what's important is that you learned to accept me for who I am. Right?
In that case, what about you saying you weren't gonna bet your life on this stuff anymore? A warrior doesn't go back on their word after all.
That doesn't count. I only said I was gonna tell you.
Sure, whatever you say. Your logic is flawed, but it makes a tiny bit of sense.
I know, right? You're a good sport, pal. If you still want to grumble about it, we can hash things out later when we're celebrating our victory.
Fine, I can live with that. It's a tough job, but someone's got to talk some sense into you.
Lady Edelgard?
I'm sorry, Petra. Am I interrupting?
It is okay. I will soon be finishing. I am offering prayers to the spirits, so they will be guiding us to victory in battle.
Is this how you pray in Brigid? In Fodlan, we usually save such things for a chapel.
Yes. In Brigid, we are offering our prayers to the forests, the mountains, the skies, anywhere the spirits are dwelling. In Fodlan, the people are offering their prayers to the goddess. In this, we are differing. But we are the same, in hoping to live long and fight for what has meaning.
Yes, of course. Perhaps I shouldn't ask this, but is it not unwise for you to be risking your life here in Fodlan? You are the Queen of Brigid. Your people need you to return safely to them.
Yes, your words have truthfulness. If I am dying here on foreign soil, I am betraying my people. You gave me your promise to be releasing Brigid from its vassal relationship to the Empire. And if I die, your promise will be dying with me.
Yes, I suppose it would. If you died, I would have to renegotiate our terms with your successor. That wouldn't be an issue if she were as capable and reasonable as you. But would she be? And for the record, Petra, I don't want you to die. You are a dear friend.
Your words give me great happiness. But I am still content to be risking my life here in Fodlan.
As we get closer to cornering our enemies, there's no telling what kind of foul tricks they'll employ. Are you certain you don't wish to walk away from this? It could easily go awry after all.
I am knowing the danger, but I have done my deciding. I will not be turning my tail and running while you are standing and fighting.
I'm grateful. But unlike you, I cannot back down from this fight. This war is one of my own making.
And I am choosing to share it. If we lose, then we will lose. But I will not be having regrets. I will be fighting with you until the end of bitterness. That is the prayer I was offering.
Well, I'll do my best to avoid a bitter end. Regardless, you have my thanks, Petra. Your resolve humbles me, but also gives me strength.
You are the Emperor. I am the Queen. Our relationship is not one that is usual. Not everyone can be standing on equal feet with you. This is something only I can be doing. And so, I will continue standing by your side.
Let no one say the Queen of Brigid is not gracious and noble. But I do hope we never turn into a couple of stuffy royals who insist on doing everything by the book.
I have trust that you will never be letting that happen.
Linhardt, come on, this is no time to be snoozing.
Really, Caspar? It's not even midday yet.
We're well into midday, Linhardt.
Yes, but the warm rays of the sun and gentle cooling breeze have utterly enraptured me. So on that note, it's back to sleep.
I'm gonna rip that blanket right off you. Now get up, because I found something amazing!
How many times in my life have I heard that from you, only to find the truth considerably less engaging?
Okay, first of all, not true. And second of all, this is way more amazing than all those other times.
I wonder. But very well, astound me.
Look, someone took down that gigantic bear!
I'd rather not look, thank you. I have little interest in witnessing blood and gore so early in the day.
Oh, but it's already been cleaned and everything.
Which means some open wounds will still be present, plus whatever blood was slopped about in the process.
Fine, then don't look at that part. Just look at that terrifying face. I'd give anything to take out a monster like this.
Then you should form a hunting party, set up traps, and proceed with your life's work.
No, I don't want to hunt it. I want to take it down. Bare-handed bear handling, you know?
I understand your fixation, but in all of Fodlan...
Only my father could pull it off. Is that what you're gonna say? Hey, I'm not gonna be content being in his shadow forever.
Rousing words, yet I seem to remember Count Bergles was still in the academy when he brought down a bear and emerged unscathed. You're already older than he was then.
Don't care, it's not too late. I'm gonna beat a bear, then I'm gonna get armor made that's just like my old man's.
You said the same when we were young, then decided to drag me along for the ride. You took me through hill and dale in search of one, which made an absolute mess of my clothes and hair. And I had to treat your wounds every time you hurt yourself, though I did become quite adept at healing magic as a result.
So, win-win, right? Plus, you helped me, which I very much appreciate.
I suppose we'll call it a good thing and leave it at that. But perhaps a moratorium should be declared on such behavior for the time being? Yes, I think that would be best.
Sorry, what now?
Our focus should be on our enemies, not a bear. For this reason, I think it's best for you to put your dream on hold until the war is over. When peace reigns anew and we live in a world far better suited for free napping, I hope you can see your dream realized.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Oh, and when that day does come, I will be happy to accompany you again. But for now, let's just focus on what is in front of us.
Put the bear brawl on hold. Got it. And hey, once I survive this war and get stronger, that bear'll be a pushover.
That's not... Actually, yes. I suppose the possibility of that isn't zero. Let's survive this war so all of our wildest bear dreams can come true one day.
Dear son, I hope this letter finds you well, and that you and your sister aren't fighting too much. It's been some time since I left the church in the kingdom, but I'm making do. Once this war is over, I hope the three of us can live together again. She seems in good health.
Yes. She sent me this letter as soon as I wrote her about being reunited with you. I know she was happy to hear that. She was always so worried about you, you know? We haven't seen you since we left House Bartels, so please go visit her when you have a chance. As you read, we were thinking that after the war is over, we could perhaps reunite.
No.
Why not?
I cannot face her. I killed my father, slaughtered everyone in the house. Our mother shouldn't meet a murderer.
Yes, I heard about that. But I'm certain you took those actions because you felt you had to, right? Just explain it to her. She'll listen to you.
You do not understand. There is a murderous demon in my heart. The Death Knight inside me would cut you and our mother down without hesitation. If that happened, I would lose myself.
But we're here talking right now, and you're just as you always were. You're my little Emile who loves kittens and sweets.
Mercedes. I may be fine now, and perhaps the demon in me will even perish someday. But I cannot live with you until I pay for my crimes. And considering the weight of them, that day may never come.
But...
I seek only to be judged by the law, and thereby atone.
So that's what you've decided, is it? In that case, I have no choice but to support you, no matter how sad it makes me. But just know that Mother and I will always be waiting for you, no matter how long it takes. I look forward to the day when you can show your face to her proudly.
I see.
We might both be old ladies by then. But we'll still be able to talk over tea like always.
Thank you, Mercedes.
Well then, Edelgard, what is this new information regarding those who slither in the dark? And can I assume it is somehow related to her inexplicable presence at this meeting?
Hey Liz, how's it going?
Indeed, Lysithea, for you see, she is the same as us. Yet another poor soul whose fate has been bent to their nefarious will.
It can't be. Then the rumors about Happy are true? Her powers came from their experiments?
Yup. What, you didn't believe it?
I did not, in fact. Rather, I assumed it was a lie you told to keep others away, or else slander spread by a rival.
A bit overboard for slander, don't you think? But still, I'm actually glad you didn't believe it. I presume we're ready to move on to the main topic. That is, if you're following all of this.
Oh, I know all about Happy's situation.
Good. That makes things easier. Now then, Happy's captor was a woman named Cornelia, the kingdom's former court mage. Apparently, she is also one of those who slither in the dark. When the kingdom learned she was planning an insurrection, they rallied an army and defeated her.
But is she truly dead? A cunning woman like her might have secured a body double and escaped.
We've no way to confirm for ourselves, and can only trust the kingdom was thorough in this regard. Anyway, we think we found one of her old hideouts. Seems like it might be worth checking out. Based on what we've been able to extrapolate from Happy's testimony, this base is somewhere in the western portion of the kingdom. With the war's front having moved further north, we're currently well positioned to investigate.
Oh, so that's why it took you so long to look into this. You had to wait for the war's tide to shift and grant you an opportunity.
And what? I'm just extra muscle in case any baddies show up? Or does this have something to do with my power?
For now, you are merely serving as additional steel. However, it's possible we might find a connection between Happy's power and your own. And though it might end up being nothing, I'd very much appreciate it if you came along.
Sure thing. I mean, it's my job to protect you anyway. Well, my and Hubert's job. Say, where is Hubert anyway? He usually jumps at the chance to be involved in this kind of thing.
Hubert has a good deal on his plate already. Now let's be off. With any luck, this won't take long. I pray we might finally dispel the darkness that haunts us all. This is the location we deduced from Happy's statements. Hopefully we find something.
I think our suspicions were correct. All signs point to their having been here.
Intruders! Away with you!
No! Yeah, I've been here before, no doubt.
I'm all right.
What a nuisance!
It's not over.
Better keep our guard up. No telling when somebody's gonna jump out at us.
Where was anything? I can't remember.
It's my turn.
Hey, I remember this room. I wonder if there's anything here now. They did a lot of painful stuff to me here. Trying to amplify my crest, change it, that sort of
I
thing.
need to be cautious.
You're surprisingly calm about all this.
Cornelia's research seems to have
Take
had
a
different
breather.
aims than the experiments I was subjected to.
Which means it likely differs from my own experience as well. For the sake of your future license, I hope you find some connection. But I fear it does not look promising.
There are still rooms we haven't searched yet. Let's investigate those.
Is this a weapon? It looks like their technology, at least.
Aside from the weird shape, it doesn't seem anything like my sword.
We've given this area a thorough look. Is there anything else?
Hey, was I the only one who heard that? It came from over there. Is this a dungeon? I've never been in here.
This air feels just like the area beneath the palace. How many have met their ends here?
Be it alliance, empire, or kingdom, their evil has left its mark everywhere.
What triggered the door mechanism? Could my brethren have fallen?
We must work together!
Don't worry, I got this.
This is the worst!
I sense a darkness in you. We are connected. Why do you attack me?
What connection? All your kind have done is cause me pain!
I don't know why you came here, but I won't soon forget this.
How could he not know? Let's collect what we've found and leave this place. Hubert should be able to tell us more.
I thought for sure we'd find better info in this place. And also that I'd be way more freaked out. Although, it seems like it was a different experience for you and Liz. Eh, Eddie?
I can't claim to be as disaffected as you, but I'm fine.
No need to put on a brave face, Edelgard. I feel terrible, and I'm certain you do as well. It's just that nothing ever bothers Happy.
In that case, I feel as if I've just gone digging through an entire crate of old nightmares. And yes, this base seems mostly abandoned now. But who knows how many found themselves chained to operating tables while Cornelia was still alive?
That kind of thing happened to all of you, right? Well, I'm glad you made it out the other side. Now we got to fight together like this.
We were lucky, that was all.
Sometimes I wonder if we were the lucky ones.
Anyway, why don't we get out of here before more jerks decide to crash the party?
Good idea. Nothing like a nice bed and a warm meal to lift your spirits after something like this.
So long as that meal contains something sweet.
Sweet? Sure, all right. Why not?
Tea time it is then, for all four of us. Let's hurry back. I mean, if that's all right with the two of you.
Of course.
I'm actually growing fond of our weird little band. Still, you sure you're okay with me crashing your tea party with Eddie? Seems like you guys do that a lot.
Actually, I believe Monica is the one who has tea with Edelgard most frequently.
No, it's definitely you, Lysithea. And then Ferdinand.
Don't forget about yourself. I've seen the two of you hoisting cups on more than one occasion.
I had no idea everyone was so interested in my habits. You make it sound like all I do is drink tea.
Oh no, if anything, you don't drink enough. You're always working yourself too hard.
But you could stand to work more, Happy. And while we're on the subject of change, let's talk about Lysithea and her sweets addiction.
I beg your pardon? Why, I barely have any interest in sweet things at all!
And it's hardly fair to compare my work ethic with, you know, an emperor.
I said what I said, and I stand by it.
How rude! As punishment, I demand you give me your daily dessert ration from now on.
Don't make me sigh at you, pal. Oh dear, you were all so very odd. But I'm still delighted to count you all as allies.
Well, at least someone's enjoying herself.